Are you looking for one last FM23 save before you venture into the exciting world of FM24? Well, here are 3 clubs that might be ideal, and it's your last chance to manage them because they've been relegated in real life and won't be playable in FM24. But with Sports Interactive's announcement that FM23 saves will be portable into the next version of the game, might one of these 3 clubs be ideal for your next save? We start our search for a new club in England, an Essex-based side, Concord Rangers, who were formed in 1967, a team of boys from a local boxing club who played friendly matches near Concord Beach. This is where the side gained their team name as well as their nickname of the Beach Boys. Concord's first few seasons were contested in boys football in the fabulously named Thundermite Boys Football League. But after the move into adult football, their first big success as a club was to win the Essex Sunday Trophy in 1979. 6 years later, they moved into their current Thames Road Stadium, a turning point in their history. They went on to become a top side in Essex non-league, winning the Essex Senior League 3 times before finally accepting promotion to the Isthmian Leagues in 2008. By 2013, they were playing in the National League South and were managed by Danny Cowley, who secured 3 promotions for the club during a 7-year spell in charge. Concord remained at Tier 6 until the 2022-23 season, when they finished 22nd and now head back down to the Isthmian League Premier Division. Their Thames Road Stadium has a capacity of 3,230 spectators, although the fan base has some way to go before this is filled. They've been a mid-table team for most of the last decade, although they did reach the final of the 2020 FA Trophy, narrowly losing to a Harrogate side that are now in the Football League. Can you change the history of this little club, avoiding relegation and instead take them into league football and beyond? Next to a club from Saxony in Germany, founded in 1912, Zwickau are a club with a long and complex history of mergers, name changes and reorganisations. Their predecessor clubs include the champions of the inaugural East German League in 1948 and the 1950 champions Horsch Zwickau. This was a league title won in controversial circumstances. Zwickau needed to win on the final day of the season to be crowned champions, and that final match was against Dresden Friedrichstadt, the side in second place, and the winners of the encounter would be crowned champions. It is alleged that East Germany's communist authorities believed that the side from Dresden were too bourgeois to be champions, so set about skewing the match in Zwickau's favour. Zwickau injured 3 opposition players, but the referee refused Friedrichstadt's request to make substitutions, allowing Zwickau to complete a 5-1 victory and claim the title, as incensed Friedrichstadt fans ran onto the pitch to interrupt the celebrations and attack the Slayers. That was Zwickau's last league success, but they did win the East German Pokal 3 times during the 1960s and 1970s, with that last cup win propelling them into the 1975 European Cup Winners' Cup, where they reached the semi-finals, losing to Belgium side Anderlecht. In recent years, they have been a 3-Liga club, but the most recent season was one to forget as they finished 19th, 6 points from safety. And next season, the Regional Liga Nordost will be their home. However, it seems doubtful that relegation will change the character of this club. From throwing beer at referees to complaining about poor organisation by Bayern Munich, Zwickau don't care who they upset. Could you take on this passionate, some might say even abrasive club and keep them in the playable leagues as your last great FM23 save? We finish in Portugal's Algarve, where former Portuguese Primeira Liga club Olhanense are in a very worrying downward spiral. A top-tier side as recently as 2014, they have just been relegated out of the Campeonato de Portugal, the country's 4th tier, as they amassed only 17 points and had the worst goal difference in their league. The club are known as the Lions and were founded in 1912 and have historically been one of the leading teams in the Algarve. They won the Taça de Portugal in 1924 and were regulars in the Portuguese top flight during the 1940s without ever reaching higher than 4th place, which remains their record position. Since that time, top flight football has been harder to come by, and their 2014 relegation from the Primeira Liga heralded a quick dropped down the leagues for the Lions, with 5 demotions in 10 seasons. Even hiring Edgar Davids as manager for half a campaign could do nothing to halt the club's momentum in the wrong direction, and Davids' red card in his first match in the dugout was perhaps a sign of what was to come. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is one of football's most difficult. Can you halt their headlong slide down the leagues and then push them back to the top of Portugal's tree? Could you repeat their 1924 Cup triumph, or even go one better and topple the Portuguese Big Three to win the league?